Love how some girls are like, oh my god, I love when a man puts me in my place. I want to see a man try to put me in my place. Try. But it's not happening. I have authority issues. And you think you're going to put me in my place?
Lord have mercy.
Oh, she belongs to the streets.
Y'all know what that means.
Why when you want to just friend he get real mean? Like the nigga get a real life attitude.
All of my friends are men. I don't have female friends. I don't. I'm incapable of that.
Dang me. You was just being real cool and kind, a real gentleman. You was putting me on the music. You said I had a bright ass aura. Like, what happened? What happened?
I lied. I can't do it. I can't. I'm sorry.
I just want to be friends. You letting the door hit my heels and shit, nigga. What's going on? This can't be who I was just kicking it with. Can't be. The nigga pulled a split on me. He pulled a split. You don't need no friends, nigga. You just was saying that I reminded you of Beyonce. Alright, where do we go wrong, Jamie? Was you just hyping my head up so you could get my panties? But do you still think I look like Beyonce, nigga?
To the no, to the no, no, no.
Nigga, what?
Welcome back to the Anthony Spade channel. Before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button, that subscribe button, and that notifications button so you can get the videos as soon as I put them out. Let's get to it.
Loves themselves so much that they think they deserve the men that they modern women love themselves so much that they think they deserve the men that they sleep with, even though those men do not commit to them. Do you think? And then they come back and scream.
Woo! She's absolutely right. What she means by that is she takes advantage of the guys that do like her, which is something that a lot of men need to learn to do as well. You need to learn to pursue the women that are already trying to pursue you. A lot of girls will show you that they like you without showing you that they like you. Where what women do is women take advantage of the guys that already like them and they fear going towards the guy that may reject them. But on the other end, a lot of guys start off going towards the woman that rejects them, and he believes if she rejects me and I keep trying, eventually it's gonna work because an older woman has told him to do that. So what she's saying is women think their value is higher because they're simply choosing guys who are throwing themselves at them, but the guys that they have are typically the guy that's just not the guy that gets women. Her status is not as high as it is. So then when she finally wakes up and she realizes what her real worth is, she normally plays victim because she feels bad of the person she becomes. She's made the bad decisions, but she has to play victim to push them on to someone else. That's what she's saying.
Women are the most powerful force on the planet. You can ask billionaires whether they're having a good day or a bad day. Not just the business, but a lot will come down to their relationship with their woman at the time, whether they've argued with their wife or not. They have massive impact on a man's life. And making sure you're around quality women who genuinely support you, genuinely love you, and genuinely care for you is extremely important. No matter how difficult life gets, if you have a woman who's by your side and you know truly loves you and truly wants the best for you, it gives you a source of power which you can't get from anywhere else in the universe. You need to have brothers. You need to have men who can go to war with you. But you also need a woman who truly loves you with all of her heart. Women.
He's absolutely right. And I could contest for that because I went MGTOW for almost 4 years before I met my girl. But even though I'm in a relationship now, I don't brag about it. And the reason why I don't brag about it is because I'm not trying to sell men on a relationship. I'm not trying to sell men on marriage. I'm not trying to tell you to run out here and use me as a guideline to get to where you got to get to. I'm letting you know as a man, for me to be in a relationship that I am in right now, I had to go MGTOW and figure myself out and separate myself from the rest of the world and build who I am as a person and then go seek the type of woman that I wanted. That's what I'm teaching you guys out here. You must separate yourself to become a better version of yourself so you know exactly what type of woman is going to walk in your life, because her energy will determine if you become successful or you fail. Too many guys, you fail. You never get a chance to get on your purpose because you put too much into a relationship, and as the relationship deteriorates you, it distracts you from what you really want to do in life. The main thing that people in relationships that end up breaking up and in bad relationships regret It's a simple fact of how much time they missed out on their own life that they could have been doing instead of being in a bad relationship.
What? A lot of women are. I want to know why a lot of women nowadays are not afraid to be single.
What is it?
After we've evolved over time.
What?
A lot of women are now business owners, hard workers, super independent, mothers.
And this is some bullet.
Women aren't as afraid of being alone and having to rely on a man to provide for her.
You're right.
How?
Because majority of y'all strong, independent single mothers have children by Pookies and Ray Rays. But you single women should be happy because you all are getting what you asked for.
He's right. But then again, you have to look at it. We're always given these examples from a worst case scenario. Like he said, a lot of you women out there, you just love being with Chads and Tyrones, and he said the word single mother before that. So you have to understand, it is already conditioned to a certain type of woman who's already under a certain type of dysfunctionality that exists in her brain. You cannot take this same game and use it towards a woman who's living a different type of life. Do you have a lot of more women that are independent out here? Yes. Do you have a lot of more men that are independent out here? Yes. In the world that we're going right now, it is even. Women could do the same thing as men, whether you're successful at it or not. Whether, like, a lot of guys can't do a lot of women stuff. Even though men can come into women territories and dominate, there's still a lot of things out there that men can't do that women can do better. Like emotion, sensitivity, they can handle that. Give birth to a child. A man can't do that. So each of us have our own special powers that we have, that we typically don't need each other anymore because cell phones have separated it. The way of life that we live in has separated. You can live out your dreams more. Your dream don't necessarily nowadays have to be getting married and having kids, because we don't live in an era where you need 12 kids to survive. People used to have kids back in the day to survive, to work on a farm, to help build the family business. That was the reason for having 12 kids was survival. But now everything is digital. It's either think or swim.
Shoplifting phase. I always hear people saying, like, why do girls always go through a shoplifting phase? Women are historically the gatherers.
Man, come on. Come on. This is why I want a lot of B-dubs to look like. You see how she look with all this makeup on, all these fake eyelashes and long hair? And this is a Caucasian woman. Now you'll say to yourself, she looks funny talking like that. She looks funny with all that stuff on. She looks funny with all those hoop earrings. Well, this is what you look like. That's what you ladies have to understand. When you look at other women and you may think they're looking ridiculous, you look just like them because they're emulating you.
Of society, right? In the household, it was always the woman who would go out and gather fruits, berries, leaves, nuts, and bring them home to the family. Women nowadays, we still have that instinct. And we're just following that instinct. We're just gathering eyeliners from Walmart.
What? What is it? What's that?
Most women nowadays are single because they are looking for husband, not husband.
I like the twist she put on it. She's right. Women are looking for a husband. I'm sorry to tell you guys this, but you need money now. And a woman know that she can get out and go get it no matter what. So yes, women are putting the pressure on guys who don't have money. And I'm sorry to tell you this, but we live in a world now where you need it. There's no such thing as nice is going to carry you on. I'm sorry, that's just not what we're doing here. If you stop and look at poverty areas, this is what happens when you have no money. Your mentals are off. You know why? Because the opportunity is there. That's what you have to understand. The opportunity to make money, to get on your purpose is there. So guess what? Women want that at a minimum, that guys are going to have money. But it doesn't necessarily mean you have to trick. You are in control of tricking. This is why people love Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate knows all those girls that are surrounded by him are only trying to get to the money. Rappers know all these girls are just trying to get to the money, so they don't put no heart into it. A lot of you guys can't make the transition. You can't get the money, and then when the girl come around you trying to get it, you get what you got to get and you kick her away before she could try to sleaze it out of you. That's what it is. You use your money as a mask to get a man, but it's up to you if you trick. Try not to be a trick. They're going to follow the money, but if you don't give them any money, you can still get the na-na. That's what you got to realize. She'll give up the na-na before the money, hoping that she gets the money after the na-na. Hopefully you guys are able to get the message behind the video. Comment, like, subscribe to both of my channels. Hasta la vista.